good afternoon, everybody. And today we are going to start with a brand new session, and it is on brand. The topic for the day is build your virtual brand. Now, we know when we are entering a virtual world, there are 4 Ds needed when we enter the virtual world. The 4 Ds are digital discovery and deep drive. But when we enter the virtual world and we want to create our own brand, there are far more steps are needed in a methodical way to create our own brand. So in this session today, we are going to discuss the different steps, the methodical approach, how to create our own virtual brand in a detailed way. Now, the person who will be chairing the session today is Dr. Subrata Chattopadhyay. He is Professor UVM Kolkata, and he has more than 21 years of association in academic world, both in physical and virtual format. I mean, people can see his sessions through YouTube, through Google search, and in other social media platforms. He also authored 6 books. I would like to request Dr. Subrata to please start his session. Over to you, sir.
Yeah, very good evening for the warm introduction. So basically, the topic that we will be discussing on is about how do you build your virtual brand. So it may be a company, it may be an individual, right? So how a company can build a virtual brand, especially in this pandemic times, in this turbulent times, it is very essential that many companies, they are actually going online and to have a sustained virtual presence, to have a greater brand visibility. It is very important that they build an online reputation. And how do you build an online reputation? We are going to discuss the steps and stages as to, what are the things that companies at various stages of their life cycle should do. And so the first thing which, any brand should do is that they should understand what are their strengths. So prepare a SWOT. So very importantly is they should go for an in-depth SWOT analysis. And after that, they should check on their mission, their vision, their goals, and the strategic alignment between them. So that is very important. So what are the strengths? Who are their competitors? So they should do an analysis based on 4 or 5 forces, right? The strategical insights, and also, the answers matrix, they should utilize those tools so as to understand that where they are, what they want to achieve, and to bridge the gap that how they would achieve what they want to do. So it is very important that brands today should invest into online. Now here also one needs to understand which sector the company is into, whether they are into products or services, and what would be the proportion of investment in online. And then when you are thinking about an online budget to build your virtual brand, then how much do you invest and where do you invest? So it is very important to understand that, where to invest in and who would be your target audience. The target audience should be well defined. So brands should invest in AdWords. They should go for different types of social media, right? Depending on the the type of brand that it is, the target customers that it addresses to, right? So for example, if a brand is a youthful brand, then they should target Instagram or Facebook or different sites wherein the youth do visit a lot. So social media is very important, and then there should be proper content. So content is the king. One has to think about authenticity and not originality, right? So there is a difference between originality and authenticity. So if you are an authentic brand, if you are actually, you understand what your strengths are and what you want to portray, how you want to reach to your customers, authentic information is very important, because you will understand and appreciate that online reputation management is a very important thing, because what happens is you don't have a direct connect with the audience physically, but then virtually you are always connected. So if you are not giving authentic information, if there is a discrepancy, if there is a gap between the perception and the expectations of the customers, then that would lead to disrepute, and there may be hiccups in your brand. So your brand may take a hit. Okay. The next important thing is that you develop a website, and if you already have a website, you see that how to increase on your website traffic. Now, website traffic will increase only when you can actually target your group of customers and go for focused branding. So increase on your website traffic and optimize your SEO. Now, SEO, as you know, that it is of two types. One is paid and other is unpaid, right? Organic as well as inorganic. So if you are going for paid search engine optimization, you should also understand that you have competitors, and those competitors will also go for paid advertising. They may also go. Now, if you want to improve on the ranking, right, if you are giving authentic information and Google verifies that, right, then your ranking goes up, and based on your followers, based on the people that visit your website, there is a website traffic, your ranking would gradually increase. So that is very important, that you should be able to see your brand in the first page, because what happens is the consumer perception is generally people, when they see and search different keywords, they go for few keywords that may be associated with the brand or with the search, and you should have an exhaustive set of keywords. You should know that what are the keywords that are important for your customer search. So what are the things that your customers actually look into? So unless you understand your customer's mind and do a thorough research into your customers' choices, tastes, and preferences, it will be very difficult for you to grow your website traffic. Then your website should be also mobile friendly. So mobile friendliness is again a very important perspective for a website, because there are web versions and mobile versions. So both the versions have to be friendly, and it is both the versions has to be viewed equally by the customers. So customers should feel at ease while they are actually going through the different mobile as well as your website. So mobile site as well as your website. Then, as I already said, that if you are a local brand, if you have a regional presence, so your content should also be localized. Okay, so content should be location based, and it should have the proper keywords. Also, you should go for client reviews. So there can be different blogs that you go for, and also in your website, whatever you have highlighted, whatever you have portrayed, right? You should also keep a space for client reviews. So the clients should be able to review, and they should give you ratings in the form of 5 stars or 4 stars, and they should be able to comment, right? So these are important perspectives as regards branding and creating a virtual brand. So client reviews are very important, because please do understand, we are in an age of co-creation. And when I say co-creation, it means that involving the customers into the designing and the manufacturing and everything. So the customer is the king, and you have to design the content so that the customers are elated, the customers are delighted, and they go for your product. They endorse your product. So that is very important. When I say endorse your product, that means the customer has full trust, faith, and confidence, and they go on to actually speak about your brand. And this is influencer marketing. Okay, so when you have loyal customers, when they are happy to speak about you, about your brand, about your products, right, and they share their experience, this creates a lot of hype, and this creates more of traffic. This creates more of enthusiasm. More of the customers do come and visit the website, and if there is a provision for an online purchase, they may also go for an online purchase, right? So how is your online visibility, the virtual visibility of the brand? That is very important. Email marketing is again a very important tool. Remarketing can also be done. I already talked about good content, and content is the king. But please do understand, when you are writing content for a brand, right, many a times I've seen that websites, they have improper English. So if you're writing in English or whatever language it is, please check and recheck on the grammar, check on the language, and what it means. Many a times what happens is that if you are a brand which is having a virtual presence in different countries, right? So one language gets translated into another language, and if it means something which is vulgar, which is not acceptable in that particular country, then your product actually goes for a toss, right? So it is very important to understand what you are writing, why you are writing, and where you are writing. So these are important things. Inclusion of videos also, because they say that a picture speaks 1,000 words, and when it goes into motion pictures in terms of videos, it is always very important that you go for a video which actually focuses on the customer and the intent of the customers and what the brand actually wants to do with the customer. There should be a lot of engagement with the video, and there are tools and techniques by which you can increase on the engagement. So you should post the videos and go for it should be there on YouTube, say for example, it should be there on Instagram, it should be there on Facebook, on different social media, so that people can watch the brand, and not only watch but then also get hooked to it, get so much of insights that they are actually they on their own they share the videos. So that is very important. So for this, what needs to be done is that you go for a strategic selection of your social media channels, and your targeted customers, your prospective customers, and with your prospective customers, you go for those customers or those set of customers that based on the demographics, the psychographics, the geographics, right? Go for those set of customers wherein there is a lot of engagement, there is a lot of interaction, right? So all these are very important. Then as regards the content, and I am focusing more on content, right? User general content is very important, right? So that the user friendly content, that needs to be encouraged. And it is also very important that you keep your presence felt. So the brand should always be on the top of the mind. So we call TOMA, okay, top of the mind awareness. So that's also there in a a virtual scenario. right? So you post constantly, and when you post constantly, don't do the same things over and over again. There should be a differentiated, flavor to your posting. So post constantly, and also it is important that some of the customers who are very engaged, right, make them influencers and build a team of influencers around your brand. For startups, for smaller companies, it is always encouraged that you go for hashtags, and you understand what are the trends, and based on that you carefully market your content. Okay, and also if you are having a team, see, when we go for marketing in the outside, our insiders should also perceive the brand as a great brand. So it is very important that my own employees, my own co-workers should also be involved and engaged in the brand building process. Because if I am actually endorsing a particular brand, if I am working for a particular brand, and if I do not believe on that brand, then who will? So it is important that the co-workers should also be part of the online campaign, and it is not always that you be serious and only highlight on the strengths of the brand. Use humor, because humor sells. So you will see there are a number of brands, right, which go for humor in advertising, humor in the branding process. So humor is a very important part, because humor sells, and what happens is it attracts the minds of the customers. But then again, you need to understand that what is the level of humor that you are portraying, so that it does not hurt anyone's sentiments, rather creates a feeling that this is a brand which there is a lot of fun that is associated with, lot of enjoyment that is associated with. Okay, so basically these are the things that I wanted to portray. So there should be extensive and coverage of the different social and professional media to build a virtual brand, and the brand engagement is to be enhanced, it should be promoted, and constant inputs and feedback to the target audience, that should also be important. So these are the things, in a nutshell, that I wanted to portray about building your own virtual brand.
One question to this, that you have mentioned when you are talking about building our virtual brand, it has to be a co-creation. I mean, you have to take care of our own employees, of our own thoughts, as well as customers' thoughts. I mean, there will be competition also in the market. So if there are any particular steps to join them together and align them together to create a better bond, I mean, can you guide on this once again?
Yeah, so basically, as I said, that you need to understand who are your prospective customers, and what is your brand statement, right? What is your USP? So if you understand that this is the set of customers that I am going for, and this is my entire set of customers, these are the traits of the customers. If I can do the trait analysis of the customers, right? So I will focus on that group of customers. So that will be my set of customers that I am actually focusing on. Now, once I have understood based on the demographics, the geographics, the psychographics, that these are the set of customers, right? So out of that, I will actually get some of them who are would be my prospective customers. So initially, I have some people who have some sort of an awareness about my brand, and then comes the interested people, right? And then comes the desirous people who will be actually interested in purchasing my product, my brand. Okay, so when I do that, then what happens is I have to decrease on the time for purchase of the brand. Maybe the customers may be thinking, okay, this is a good brand, so I'll go for purchasing this brand, but then I don't have the money, right? Or what is the hurry in buying it just now? So how do you engage the customer, and how do you make the customer buy your product within a short period of time, within the period of time which is less than what the customer has thought? So you have to create your content in such a way that the customer buys your product. Now I was talking about co-creation. So co-creation is when you engage and interact with the customers. So I talked about reviews. I talked about posting of the videos on different sites. So over there you get a lot of comments about your brand, the ratings about your brand, about what people perceive about your brand. So based on that, you get a lot of insights. So from those analytics, you can actually filter and find out that which are the things that the customers are actually wanting. Also, you should visit the customers and find out that what is their actual perception about the brand and what they actually want out of the product. So if I understand that and develop my product, design my product, modify that design of the product so that it is according to the customer's choices and preferences, that would actually create a lot of hype in the minds of the customers. People buy my product. What propels them to go for my product rather than my competitors? Okay. So these are things which are very important, and any company, any organization should understand all these things when they go for building a virtual brand. So what has happened is that over time, we are into turbulent times, and the next 2 years, you will see that many brands, who didn't have a presence online, they will actually want to create a presence online. Okay, and they need to understand that what are the things that require to be done, because offline and online is not the same ball game. So how do you create a virtual brand wherein there will be a lot of impact and a lot of enthusiasm, a lot of engagement in the minds of the customers? So that's very important.
Well, this is a very informative session, Dr. Subrato. You have discussed all the different aspects of creating a brand. It is inclusive of SWOT analysis, it is inclusive of co-creation, and it is of course including the content, the purpose of creating the final brand. That's a very informative session. So thank you once again to all for the participating in the session. Thanks, Dr. Subrato, for your kind time.